That's the way the lane looked when we tried to drive against Michigan State, like you guys right there. Wasn't many openings. Shot the ball really well early, so did they. We got a little bit of a margin there when they missed 2 or 3 shots, and we still made those. Shoot 64% in the first half and out-rebound them by 11. That's the way you get a 14-point lead. And then we came out in the first 4, 5, 6 possessions. I think we scored probably 75% of those early in the second half. And then after that, from the, it's crazy. John's trying to call a timeout, and we get a steal. Didn't pay our dadgum bill, so they don't cut it on the whole time. It's about 14:40, I think. We get a steal and lay it up, and we had a great deal of momentum. And all of a sudden, then we stayed on the bench 7 of the next 8 minutes, it seemed like, because he called a timeout, and then had the 16-minute timeout, and then we had the 12-minute timeout. So it was, after that, it was really ugly. But that's a really good basketball team. It scares you to death the way they shoot the ball. It scares you to death the way their big guys play. I think I'll pronounce it properly. Wagner, since he's German. He was a load for us. We didn't do a very good job on him at all. They made a bunch of their threes early, and then they missed more of them because they missed than it did because of our defense. But, again, it was a pretty good working margin at that point. I was not pleased with some of the groups that I put in there. But looking down there, Luke had 27 on 16 shots. That's fantastic. And 12 for Kenny and 17 for Joel. I thought Joel made the layup. I was trying to get the substitutes in, and the ball spun out. I think that's a word on the last one. But for us, it was a good bounce back after such a disappointment the way we played on Sunday.
After they hit their first 8 shots, they went into a stretch where they weren't hitting as many. Did you guys do anything defensively, or what was it?
Well, we did a few things, but I think they missed some of them because they missed too. But I think we did get better. We tried to guard the screen on the ball 3 different ways, and for a stretch there it seemed to work, and then they figured it out again down the stretch, and it didn't work. But some of it was our defense, but more of it's just that they missed shots.
Defensively, where is this team compared to where you would expect it to be at this point?
Still, we're not protecting the rim very well. Isaiah would block a shot, Kennedy would block a shot, Tony would block a shot. We're not doing much of that around the basket. Teams are having their way with us inside, but on the perimeter, we're doing okay. We're getting better. We have to get better because, Luke, if we don't get better, we're not going to be a very good team. Trying to do a better job of guarding the 3-point shot, and so we're mediocre right now, but I do think we can get there. But the biggest leap is going to be if our big guys start getting better inside defensively.
You were pretty hard on yourself after what happened on Sunday. What was your process in terms of evaluating that game and moving past it, and what were the past couple of days like for you?
Weren't very good. It wasn't very pleasant. We got back at 6:30 on Monday, I guess it was here, and I laid down at 7:15 and got up at 9 o'clock because it wasn't doing any good. Went and got a haircut to see if that would help me. I was willing to try anything, but I'm not one of those guys. I think I even said it. I don't think it was your question, Andrew, but I think I said it after the game. Because I'm not one of those coaches just going to say, "Oh, it's a bad game. Let's go on." We spent 45 minutes yesterday watching Michigan State tape before we watched the Michigan tape, because you make those kind of mistakes and have people outwork you with more intensity, more effort. I think you got to show them. And so we did that, and then we tried to move forward to Michigan. But Joel and Theo, Kenny, Luke, those guys were, I think, really ready to play, and needless to say, that was good for us.
Roy, you had 7 players with at least 2 assists. Was ball movement where you wanted it?
Yeah, and if you look at it, Kirsch said 17 of our first 21 baskets we had an assist. After that, we got pretty sloppy with it. We ended up with 24, so the numbers will look good, 24 out of 34. But again, I think that last 12 minutes, we had really played well, and then all of a sudden we lost everything, the momentum and our attention, because we out-rebounded them by 6, but they out-rebounded us by 5 in the second half. So, but early on, we passed the ball really well and moved a heck of a lot better.
Rory, what have you liked in these first 7 games about what your freshmen have been doing?
I'd like to score, except in one game, Sammy. That's the big guys, they're getting better, but we're still not accepting the responsibility on the defensive end of being really good defensively. It's if the other guy scores on us, we say, well, we're going to get him, and that's not the way it works. So we've got a long way to go with the big guys defensively, but they're working at it. And Sterling's got tremendous length. Garrison understands the game. B. Huff is sort of caught in the middle, does everything, but he's really strong and explosive. But they've got to buy into the defensive end of the floor even more in rebounding. If they do that, it'll be a heck of a lot better.
Anybody else? Coach Jeff Lebo stepped down at East Carolina.
Mhm.
Your thoughts on that? Did it surprise you? Have you talked to Coach Lebo?
You know, we've had some conversations over the last couple of years. I really love the kid. I still call him a kid because I helped recruit him. First time I've ever done this, I called him before I went out on the court tonight. Usually when I come here for the game, I don't make many phone calls. I just want to make sure it was not his health. And he's just worn out. And but we talked about a lot of private things. But I loved him as a player. He's really, really, really good as a coach. He's the kind of guy that I always like to talk to because I can learn a lot of things from Jeff. But great kid, great family. I enjoyed the heck out of coaching him and helped coach him, and enjoyed the heck out of him being such a friend for me. It's a sad day for me because the coaching profession really lost a great guy.